Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm starting off with this picture. It looks like Harry was in a bit of trouble with his mother in this one. I wonder if he'll put that in his book. I highly doubt it. Catherine is in Denmark, in Copenhagen. She's on her solo tour. She's handling herself fabulously. I don't think other people, I'm not trying to be smart, but I don't think other people would have been able to handle this sort of thing. Anyway, I think it's wonderful what they're doing, and we're going to look at her tour so far as I'm making this video, and at somebody else's grab to try to take the spotlight, which fell very flat. All right, let's get going. To start with, since Kate is on a royal tour, of course Harry and Meghan have to do something to try to get the attention. So the whole family, Harry and Meghan and Jack and Eugenie, went out to dinner. Of course, there's no way they were just recognized going into the restaurant. I'm sure the paparazzi were tipped off they were going to be there, and they could have asked for a private table, but instead they got a table right next to the window, nobody else around, perfect view, and you can just see what they're doing. And make sure you're laughing and smiling and making sure that you're looking happy and looking like you're having a great time. And the idea behind this was to take the attention away from Catherine. I gotta be honest, it didn't work. You know, people are onto their game because every single royal tour, no matter who it is, this is what these two have done. They try to overshadow. It's old. It's stale. It makes them look desperate. Don't they get that? If this was not a setup, they would not be sitting right next to the plastic where anybody could take their picture. All right, let's move on to the real royals. Just to start this off, they were running late. Kate was running late because she flew commercial. Kate Middleton arrived in Denmark for a solo visit, and of course she looked absolutely phenomenal. How else would she look? Ugh. And you can tell from the get-go, everybody was really, really happy to see her, and she looked so polished. So here she is being greeted by the British ambassador to Denmark, Emma Hopkins. Then here she is arriving at the University of Copenhagen to meet with and learn from the researchers that are running the Copenhagen Infant Mental Health Project, whose goal is to promote the mental well-being of infants and their parents. And of course, she was a natural with the parents and the kids. And she's just so genuine. She gets along with everybody, really. Now, while she is there kicking off the year-long celebrations for Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee, she's also promoting her early year foundation, which I think falls right in line with what they're doing here. All Things Royal made the very good observation that she didn't need to wear thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of designers and jewelry to make herself look important. It's a good point to make. The jacket that Catherine was wearing was a red Zara blazer that she had worn before, and it cost £59.99. That comes to about $81. And for those who are concerned that she was wearing hundreds of thousands of dollars in jewelry like other people like to do, Kate's earrings are from designer Cha Cha Earrings. You can get the pair for £304, and the pearl necklace, while it matches the earrings, was actually from a different designer, and it was £120. And just an FYI, in case you're interested, you can buy the pearl charm separately. It costs about £70, and the chain was £50. So there you go. Also, while she was there, she met with the staff at the Department of Psychology. And one of the things I noticed in these pictures where she's having these meetings is that unlike other people who have meetings at tables, she doesn't have a big sign in front of her announcing that she's a duchess. She carries herself so well, she doesn't have to. And it's obvious that there was a lot of good information being exchanged, which is really what this is all about. I mean, I think so. And just to show you how she really is one of the people, she went on to pay a visit to the Lego Foundation Play Lab at the University College, and she decided to go down the slide in heels. Watch this.
Where I am, I had to do that.
Perfect, yes.
And here it is from another angle. Now, while she was there, she also met with the team that's behind the Playful Learning Program, which is a partnership between the Lego Foundation and 6 Danish universities, which helps enhance children's creative and experimental approach to learning. Love it. Now, when Catherine had asked what her biggest takeaway from the day was, what she had learned, this is what she said.
I think one of the things that's really impressed me, because I hear it time and time again, is how the science has been translated here into practice. So all the amazing sort of research that's out there from neuroscientists and psychologists and things like that is actually being translated into tangible language which parents are using on a day-to-day basis.
Now, during the rest of her stay, she will be hosted at a palace by Queen Marguerite, who is also celebrating her jubilee this year, 50 years on the throne. She also just recovered from COVID-19, just like Queen Elizabeth, after experiencing some mild symptoms. Also, while she's there, Kate will also be visiting the Mary Foundation with Princess Mary, who just had her 50th birthday party, to see the work that they're doing there to protect vulnerable women and children from domestic violence. And finally, Kensington Palace also announced that during this trip, the royal will learn how Denmark created an enabling culture for early childhood development, specifically how it's promoted infant mental well-being alongside physical health, and how it harnesses the power of nature, relationships, and playful learning in the first 5 years of life. I, for one, am looking forward to some more photos. Day 2 of the tour did not disappoint. First thing in the morning, Kate went to a kindergarten that they have in a forest in Copenhagen. How freaking cool is that? Back in her element in the woods. So Kate does what she usually does. She arrived at the venue, she sat down, she talked to them about early education and probably how wonderful it is to be outside. I myself would have loved to have gone to kindergarten in an outdoor forest. I mean, really. And she put everybody at ease with her customary warmth and grace and ease of conversation, which is something other people are lacking. But anyway, it was very obvious that really good ideas were being exchanged. So anyway, I can't imagine anything this girl doesn't do. She tried chopping wood. I mean, really, watch this.
There you go. Okay. So just like spread legs and both hands on the right. Yes. Alright. 3 times. Alright. Very good. Well done.
She's running around in the woods with the kids. She's doing all kinds of fun things, and she's understanding how the fresh air and nature and the teachers and how it all comes together for early development of the childhood brain, which I think is very important. And we all know this is important to her. And I just want to add, one of the things I like about Catherine is that she doesn't try to get in, speak for 5 minutes, and get out. She gets in there. She's really enjoying herself. She really connects with people. This is something that she's always been able to do, and it comes easily to her. And she's obviously enjoying herself being around the kids and learning from them. Here's a little clip that was put together that was on Twitter that I thought you might be interested in seeing. Just watch this.
Okay? Jeg starter lige med at banke, så du fast. Du har sådan en god første. Ja. Prøv at lægge lidt mere kraft i. Stærkt.
For those of you who are wondering, that jacket she already owned, you can get for £299, and the turtleneck shirt is actually a Denmark product that sells for approximately $18 or 13 or 14 pounds. Very inexpensive. And of course, she looked fabulous in it. But then the time came to leave because Catherine had a date at the palace and she had to change clothes. So off she went. The next day, we had the changing of the guards. And here comes Catherine to the castle to meet with the Queen. I must say, Catherine always looks so well dressed and polished. I loved Princess Mary. She looked absolutely beautiful. The Queen looked really healthy considering that she's just getting over COVID herself, just like Queen Elizabeth. And as I had said earlier, the Queen is celebrating her jubilee of being on the throne for 50 years, which I think is quite an accomplishment. Apparently, to go from one palace to the other, you have to walk outside. And so, of course, the two of them were walking side by side. And here's what I've noticed. First of all, I had no idea that Kate had a doppelganger. These two look so alike, and I know they have the same taste in clothing. I've already heard that from multiple people. But, I mean, they're the same height, same color hair, I had no idea how much they looked alike. It's pretty cool to watch. They both looked stunning, they both looked stylish, and of course, as soon as it came out, everybody wanted to look at Catherine's outfit, just like they did yesterday. So here's what I found out about the outfits. Catherine was in her favorite go-to designer. She was wearing a Catherine Walker gray coat. The cut looked really nice on her. I believe this coat was new, whereas all the other outfits she'd worn, she'd recycled. And interestingly enough, she was wearing the exact same jewelry that she had worn the day before. Nothing new, nothing over-the-top expensive. Typical. So these two women then went to see the Danner Crisis Center in Copenhagen. And of course, they were greeted by children with flowers, but you can tell by the wind blowing, it was cold. Those poor children. Here you go. So they accepted the flowers very quickly because it really did appear to be cold, and they went into the crisis center together. So this trip really highlighted that organizations like the Danner Crisis Center really can benefit a community with support. You know what I mean? This is for people with early childhood trauma that can affect them later on in life. And it shows how having support and supportive environments are helping give good outcomes for those kinds of people. Now, there might be more pictures and more information coming out later on, but in my opinion, you get the idea. This was a complete success. Absolutely. She charms everybody. She always does. And I think it just shows that she's up for the task of Queen Consort. She knows what she's doing after all this time. Everybody loves her. I think she's going to do a great job if this tour has any indication of what's coming. All right, make sure to leave those comments below. You know I love to read them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future uploads. And if you've already hit the subscribe button, hit it one more time just to make sure. And double check to make sure you're still subscribed to my channel. You know you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Getter. You can email me. For those who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.